15 of the National Football League. And we're in for a show from...
Just about time to rock as Toe gets ready to meet leather. And off we go from Jacksonville. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. The bottom line, though, they lost.
Yeah.
How does he eliminate that one interception, continue to take care of the ball, and maybe increase the number of times he puts the ball in the end zone with a receiver?
4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. Now Young. He targets Ingram for another grab. Just a gain of a couple there. And now we've got a 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. From the shotgun, it's Young. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. And they will be led out by their 6'4" quarterback.
He had the numbers of a game last week that if you win, you talk about him being a gritty guy, managing the game, getting it done. But they lost. So obviously 2 interceptions, 1 touchdown pass, that's not going to be good enough. Got to get that changed around.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Richardson looking to throw. Open target here, Darius Slayton. Now inside the 25. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Darius Slayton, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Jets are on the board first here this afternoon. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Jaguars offense led by their running back headed out for the 2nd possession. And he continues to be a nuisance for opposing defenses that are tasked with trying to slow him down. He's currently 2nd in the NFL in rushing. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They run with a dangerous Saquon Barkley. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A quick first down pickup. Good start after going 3 and out on their opening drive. Here's Young. A short throw to Ingram. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And he cannot get away, and Young will go down. It was Leo Chanel who got in to drop him.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Young to throw it. To Barkley on the check down. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. Young. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. And that'll bring up 4th down on the big sack with a loss of 5. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line. The Jets offense and receiver Darius Slayton making their way back out, and he's had an early impact on the game. Sensational so far, and they'll likely be looking to find more ways to get him involved. They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. The numbers for him from a week ago: 12 carries, 57 yards.
I have to say, partner, their coaches didn't do a very good job of hiding their thoughts this week when they spoke with us, did they? They told us exactly this: we've been good on the ground, but sitting 8th in the league, we know we can kick it up a notch and push for the top 5. So there's no doubt in my mind we'll see them try to establish that ground game early and try and pick up an early lead.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. Now Richardson. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And he is going to have a Jets 1st down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6. The Jets at 9-4 now on the year. They were losers their last time out. Trying to get back in the win column, but obviously not an easy task here in a hostile environment.
Yeah, always tough to win away from home. But sometimes what you do is you use these types of games as bonding experiences and carry that into the contest.
And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Nice pickup, 10 yards and a 1st down on the keeper. They give to Taylor out of the gun. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. You look at this Jaguar defense. This unit, they're hoping to improve against the pass, because right now, Charles, number 27 in the NFL.
And the easy thought process is that stopping the run is the least of their problems, because they're facing the #1 passing team in the NFL. But if they don't stop the run as well, then that just opens up the passing game even more. They've got to do both.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Richardson back to throw it. That ball caught by Slayton. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a 1st down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
Once again, he finds Slayton. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Right back to him for 10 more and a 1st. Richardson. Making the catch. This is the tight end, Oliver. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. That one goes for 24 yards. Again, it's Richardson. Escaping the pressure right. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Jets with the football here to start the second quarter. As they come up now, 2nd and goal. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. Touchdown! A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Jets go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it ends with a Jet touchdown. The Jaguars offense and running back Saquon Barkley ready to get going again. As we take a look at the league leaders in receiving touchdowns, he is right up there amongst the best in the NFL. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. 3rd and 4. To throw, Young. Over the middle, complete to Judy. And he is going to have a Jags first down, although it doesn't appear to be by much. He needed 4, and he got 4 on 3rd down. To the air once more, Young. Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 25 yards that time.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Young will set to throw. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. They hold him to only 2 there on the screen. It's 2nd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Now Young. A short throw to Ingram. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And 3rd and 1 now. That catch, by the way, number 505 of his career, and that ties him with a couple of other tight ends for the past, Frank Wycheck and Dallas Clark.
And those guys were excellent players, but how about what we're seeing right now? 505 and rising. What a nice career he's put together.
The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
They had yet to run the ball at all on this drive, but 3rd and short, definitely was a great time to dial one up.
And they'll send Judy in motion left. Now here's Young. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. And Atamiwa Adebawore, the one who got in there for the sack.
Well, that was their 3rd sack of the ball game. 2nd in the league in sacks coming into this one. They're planning on making it a race to the top, aren't they?
Absolutely. They're looking up at that top spot, but they might be looking down at the 2nd spot pretty soon. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets them back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. A short throw to Ingram. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it'll be 4th down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point a drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
The visitors' offense and their wideout getting set to go once more. And seemingly every time they've looked his way in this first half, it has resulted in a big play, as borne out by the numbers. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Richardson looking to throw this. Lets one go downfield for Pierce. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
He's put up numbers in this one by pushing the envelope a bit whenever he could with deeper throws. Well, let's play a little philosophy here. Some plays it works. Sometimes they're ready for you. And that time, they were on guard. Incomplete.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 70th catch for him on the year, and like so many others, this goes for a first down. On the option left, Richardson. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there and worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it. Most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
Second down, another run with Taylor. Not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 28. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Here's Richardson to throw. Again to the big tight end, George Kittle. And out of bounds right around the 20. That'll give him 8 that time, and it'll be second and a couple. Now it's Richardson. That's caught. He gets it out to Austin. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Back to the air with Richardson. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Larry Ogunjobi in for the sack. First and goal looked like things were set up nicely, and now all of a sudden on second and goal, Charles, a big challenge ahead of them.
And you have to know when you're this close to the goal line, things are going to happen faster, so you've got to get the ball out quick. Not going to have much time in the pocket before the defenders bring pressure.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. A big play forthcoming. Here's third and goal. Back to throw. Richardson. He's got Wilson, and that's a Jets touchdown. A great effort there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Jets will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Well, just a sensational start for this offense, Charles. 3 drives, 3 passing touchdowns.
Is that like mentioning a perfect game in baseball, or are we cool to do it here in football, partner?
No, I think you can do it here in football. I think perfect game in baseball, that's its own category.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. Could not imagine a worse start for that secondary, or let's face it, a better one for this offense. No chance they stop passing now the way that it's going. I think they're going to continue to press the ball downfield and hopefully reap the same results.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Jags going to go on offense now late in this first half. And with a 3-score deficit staring him in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. Looking to throw, Young. He will find his man Chase complete. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Young. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Evan Ingram from 17 yards out. And the Jaguars get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Until that late score here in the second quarter, they'd only had the field goal. So that's just big to see that football get into the end zone.
Yeah, when you look at the scoreboard now, nothing seems out of reach. They've been outplayed in the first half. But when the clock hits zeros as they head into the half, you know what I do as the head coach?
What?
I tell my team to sprint to the locker room to show that we've got the momentum and show that we're right back in this game.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Jets offense and Anthony Richardson ready for this next possession. And he's had things all his way in this first half. The numbers sensational as he'll look to add to them with another drive here. Richardson looking to throw. He's got his man. It's Pierce. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. From the shotgun, Richardson. Flush to his right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And with apologies to Dylan Thomas, apparently they're not going to go gently into the half. They're still out there firing haymakers. They took a chance on a deep ball there, but it winds up incomplete.
And the Jags get to him as down he goes. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. Here's the Jets punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Jets on top, as we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you two in a bit. For now, plenty of early game action around the NFL to get you caught up on, so let's get to it. We'll begin out in Houston, and those two are tied up as they play the second quarter. From there, we head down to Tennessee to check on the Titans at home in Nashville. And they've got the lead in their ball game over the visiting Cincinnati Bengals. Cooper Kupp, a touchdown reception. Lastly, let's get you to Charlotte, North Carolina. Check on the Panthers at home at Bank of America Stadium. And they were losers in their ball game to the visiting Dallas Cowboys. Caleb Williams, strong in the victory, as his guys run their record to 10-4 now with 2 weeks to go. We were certainly treated to an entertaining first half. Both these teams with some high points and maybe a couple of low points as well. So it's going to be a question of who can be the most disciplined team going forward.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. And the Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Jets offense and running back Jonathan Taylor heading back onto the field. And he's had a knack for finding the end zone all season long. His numbers reflect that. Here we are in the month of December, and he sits atop the NFL leaderboard in terms of rushing touchdowns. To throw is Richardson. Throwing to start the drive. Completes it to Austin. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. From the 35, here's second down and 3. Running straight ahead, Taylor. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And he is going to have a Jets first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1. They'll look to throw now on first down. That's complete to Pierce. So the completion gets him just a yard, and that'll make it second down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Here's the Jets punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. Jacksonville set to go again offensively. And they have had their problems moving the ball through the air as we take you through some of the action from earlier. This secondary has played about as well as you can. Many times they've left this quarterback with nowhere to go with the football. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Young to throw it. And he'll find Chase on the right side, complete. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Jamar Chase, 75 yards. And the Jaguars have cut it back within a score. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
The Young's going to throw for this. Trying here for Bryant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Leo Chanel. Well, that was almost a 4-point swing. The interception, if he had returned it all the way, would have been 2 for them, but just a little bit shy.
And when it's a play like that, you're exactly right with the math. But don't you feel like it would have counted for more if they found their way all the way back to the end zone and gotten the 2? That changes the whole momentum, doesn't it?
And they can't bring him down. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The visitors' offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And as we show you some of the highlights from earlier, he has been instrumental in getting his guys the lead. As he looks to... Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
Richardson out of the shotgun. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. 2 yards to go, second down. They'll try the left side with Taylor. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down. A yard all they need, but it's third down. On the option, it's Charbonnet. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. Given 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Yeah, Richardson back to throw it. Connects with Kittle underneath. Unable to corral him. He fights through. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 19 yards there on the catch and run. Here's a first and 10 at the 14-yard line. Richardson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. To the right side, complete to Taylor. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback? So roughing the passer penalty and an automatic first down.
And that's the mark of a bad team, partner, because that's an easily preventable penalty, but they just didn't take the proper steps to make it so.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Now, hang on here a second. Looks like a Jaguar in some obvious discomfort from that last play. Now from the 9, here's second and goal. Again, it'll be Taylor. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be third and goal now. Taylor will score. Touchdown, New York.
And the thing you have to love about Jonathan Taylor, he's a shifty speed guy most of the time when you hand him the football. But he's not coming off the field when you get down near the goal line because he's as tough and gritty as they come. And he finishes things off here by getting into the end zone.
Extra point right down the middle. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it was capped off by a Jonathan Taylor touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Jamar Chase hoping to be at center stage yet again as the offense returns to the field. You look at the numbers for him, and 1,000 yards obviously well within his sights barring injury. He will get there. The question, will he get there in this game?
Well, he would love to. Duh, right? Of course he would. But, you know, watching him play this year, we often talk about defenses, you know, allocating extra resources to try and stop a guy of his ilk, right? But you know what else kicks in? His pride to say, okay, I don't care how many you throw in my direction, I'm still going to find a way to get open. I will use different moves. I will move against formation. I will come underneath routes and try and run through some people and kind of get natural picks in order to work his way open. He wants to get that 1,000, and he doesn't want any less passes to come to his direction.
Now Young. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, but a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Open man is Chase, complete. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. Here's Young. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
So in jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. That's into the hands of Fortson. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll bring up 2nd down. We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now in Jacksonville. It's Jaguar football, but a little work to do for them. They trail here as we start the 4th. Again, it's Young. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up 3rd down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Throwing, Young. Under pressure, and they got to him again. And the defense coming through on 3rd down, a loss of 7 to bring up 4th. Here's Brian Anger now as he's on to punt for Jacksonville. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Darius Slayton and the rest of this offense about to begin their next drive. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
47 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times. Now Richardson. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. Up the middle, here's Taylor. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down. Richardson looking to throw this. Finding Pierce on the crossing route. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's Richardson to throw. Forced out to his left. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
At least this time he's getting hit after a positive play for his offense. The pressure was coming through yet again, but he certainly didn't stick around for the sack on this occasion. Found an escape route and ended up getting the first down before taking the hit.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call.
Offense.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Now it's Richardson. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. The passing game continues to be their friend, even with a stable lead here in the 4th, Charles. They're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
2nd and goal from the 1. Looking to throw. Richardson. And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line. It's a big loss of 5 there on second down to bring up 3rd and goal.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
Richardson now on 3rd and goal. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Pick made by Terrell Bernard. And the Jaguars are right back in this football game.
Well, CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Following the interception, Young. He'll get this over the middle here to Palmer. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Young. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. The Jaguars on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 7.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Oh, this defense knows. 4th quarter, they need to make a play. That one was ripe for the taking. Could have changed the complexion of the ball game, but it winds up incomplete.
It's desperation time. Young on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position. So still over 3 minutes remaining in this game, but boy, not getting that when that hurt.
That's a little bit demoralizing, so they have to be careful about that because still have an opportunity if they can get some things done on defense. But now, since they've taken over on downs, a team with the ball, guess what? Going to 4-minute offense, maybe they can put this thing away.
2nd and 7 from the 20. Richardson looking to throw. Over the middle, hauled in by Pierce.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. From the gun, it's Taylor. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. 2nd, 3rd guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Jonathan Taylor with his 19th touchdown, his 2nd of the game. And the Jets look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. Facing a big 4th quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season. But in this one, well, their defense has really struggled. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. From the shotgun, it's Young.
Trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted.
Room here to run. And the return will stop right around the 25. This spot in the fourth quarter with that deficit, had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock, had to throw it.
New York ready to go again offensively. And as we look back at how we got here, you'll notice a common theme in these highlights. A lot of yardage through the air. The passing game has been sharp right from the outset. First and 10, Taylor now. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Second down, another run with Taylor. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. And now we're going to get a stoppage as, yeah, that looks like Jackson who's shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. Back at the 2 now. Here's second and goal. They'll look to run with Taylor. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Jonathan Taylor, that's his 18th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Jets are closing in on win number 10 as they extend this fourth quarter lead.
Well, partner, when a team's up this big, this late in the game, I always wonder what's their motivation, because if it's me, I'm thinking about pulling on the reins a little bit. But for them, I don't think it's in their DNA. It's not in their head coach's makeup at all. I think his opinion is, you stop us, we're not supposed to pull back ourselves.
The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. One last shot for Young. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes.
So it's a victory here for the New York Jets. And really, it looked at times like they just had this one in cruise control out there.
Yeah, they deserve a ton of credit, because you and I both know, heck, they knew. This is a tough place to play. Overcame that with ease. Romped home with an easy win. And here's the best part for them. It'll be easy to get to the airport, because the crowd left pretty early in this one, didn't they?
Well, plus they have a police escort.
Okay, you had to spoil that part of it. Of course, they're going to get there. But think about how wide open things are now, because this crowd didn't expect this.
No.
So they went back to the tailgate and said, let's go eat. This one isn't any fun for us.
Yeah, they took the drama out of this one pretty early on.
So for the Jets, it's a 10th win of the year now as they move to 10-4. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Jacksonville, they've plummeted now to 3-11. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.